So it's all these guys that are behind all the hits, and I just remember thinking it was so fascinating, and I started like kind of try to learn and watch like classes they did online
You watched it like
to kind of observe.
do you watch the master
Well,
classes and stuff?
not masterclass, but there's a video of Max Martin. It's like an hour, and he has this like fascinating interview with some guy, and he talks about his creative process. He talks about his past and all that stuff, and it's just super interesting.
Dude,
Yeah,
so do a lot of e-learning? I know you said you do
yeah,
YouTube, but like you find like e-learning is a super reliable way to navigate through all of this.
yeah. You get to get information from basically anywhere from anyone, and you can just absorb all of that like a sponge. Super, super interesting.
Yeah, like Ismail says Coursera. I've used Coursera myself. That one's free for the most part.
Coursera, I don't know what it is.
Imagine Skillshare for free. You pay for certification, but then like it's more like school. Like it was like I got peer reviewed homework and shit, and like they were mean to me, so I had to redo my homework, and I was not into that. But so yeah, are you in Sejep while you get into beats? Is that like a thing you're doing? And I say beats because like I don't know if you're producing off the jump or if you're beat making off the jump or what, if you're like because you're already in a band, right? So if you're already doing the jamming band shit, you're already going producer with it from the jump because you're already doing that. Like I know what jamming. It sounds like you're arranging snippets and practicing production, right?
Yeah, it's slightly different because you get to. It's like you were an individual beat maker. I would say it's a fine line, but it's like if you are an individual composer. But yeah, I was in. I stopped when I stopped in bands on at CJEP. I started getting into beats. Quickly got into recording, and then
So like
what's
did you build a studio?
yeah, what's up?
You built a studio?
No, I didn't build a studio. I was just working from my home. That's what I would do.
Okay. So what would you be recording? Like your own, like when you say recording, like instruments and all of that stuff, like you got the sound card and all that kind of gear and whatnot, or?
Yeah, I have all the basic audio gear equipment, but what I would do is my friend rappers that I mentioned, I had a small laptop and I would just go to their houses and record them there.
Kind of
And we
mic?
would like mics.
Did they all have mics or?
No, I have my Audio Technica 4040,
All right. So you'd go with all
and
this stuff. You were a mobile studio.
exactly. I used to do that a lot. Just go to different people's houses and just record them there and make songs.
Yo, I never heard that before. You were a mobile studio. That's like the Uber of studios. Like, bro is like, yo, I need a
Exactly.
track done. Yo, you want to come? Shit.
Because I didn't have the resources to have an actual studio and it was in my house. So I would say, like, maybe on Wednesday, I'll go to your house, like, from 2 to 4, and then I'll just bring my stuff so you don't have to go anywhere. And then after that, I would book another friend and just move, like, to another house. So I would get exposed to a lot of recordings, like a very quick pace from the get-go to get the feel of it.
Holy shit, dude. That's one of the coolest things I've heard in a minute. Like, I don't know if you know how cool that idea is. Like, if a tech giant had heard of that, they'd have bought that from you level of innovative, dude. That is, like, I've not heard it one time. I don't know if that's, like, a thing. If maybe your all of y'all just are into this world, but I didn't even know you could do that, okay? I didn't know you could just call a guy and he comes to you to record. Oh, wow.
I would go to them. Yeah. No, it's obviously not like you got to know what you're doing to have like the best audio quality because you can't be like in any room with any sounds whatever. But it's to me, it's the best way to get exposed really quickly to that recording world and to a lot of music and a lot of artists like really quickly. It's a good way to learn.
Yo, it sounds brilliant. So this is what, like you said, 4 years ago. You're cruising around the West Island, I assume, meeting all sorts. So you know all the West Island peoples, and you're just going to other cribs, or are you going all over Montreal?
I would go to their cribs in the West Island, and but it was like small friends of mine, so it wasn't like I'm not that exposed to Montreal rappers and Montreal artists per se. But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn and meet like
Bro, if
most
you're
people I can from
offering
here.
Uber Studio, oh my gosh, that's like a game stage, dude. Like, I swear, there's legitimately like people like I know, like right now, my homeboy is legitimately in a situation where he needs to do a verse, doesn't have the mic, doesn't have the situation set up, and now there's Uber Studio.